back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing great out there in the crazy world. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about San Diego Comic-Con. It finally wrapped up, everything's done. And I mainly want to be focusing on Rick Grimes in today's live stream, talking about Rick and the fact that there was no San Diego Comic-Con news about Rick Grimes and what that means for the franchise right now. And, I know that I was kind of expecting, for there to be an announcement about Rick Grimes, based on the Andrew Lincoln tweet. All that was speculation, obviously there wasn't any confirmation about anything. It still doesn't mean the Andrew Lincoln news tweet was incorrect. Things take a long time to get going. That's one thing we know about The Walking Dead is it takes a long time. Look when they announced the Rick Grimes trilogy, they announced that in 2018 and we didn't see anything about Rick until 2022, and then, they said it was going to come out in 2023 and it didn't come out till 2024, right? So things take a long time with The Walking Dead and we know that. So just because we didn't get any Rick Grimes news at San Diego Comic-Con, that does not mean that there's not something in the works or something happening. That's the first thing I wanted to say, because I had a few people comment underneath my video saying, well, it looks like the tweet was incorrect. It looks like it was wrong. That's definitely not true. If you think that, I'm not trying to insult anybody, but you clearly don't know how, TV show production works and how things happen. Things take a long time to get going, they really do. So it's not at all, just because there was no official confirmation of anything at Comic-Con, that does not mean that there's nothing happening, right? So I just wanted to clear that up, because it could be announced next year, right? I agree 100%. That was my next point. I was going to say that. With the announcement that Daryl Dixon is ending, I think that would indicate, that there is something in the works, something bigger, So, that's kind of what I was going to say. In a way, that's almost kind of like an announcement. It's like a sneak peek in a sense, right? And I think Gimple knows that. Everyone knows that, right? We're going to sit here and say, oh, well, what does that mean, right? What does that mean exactly? Why are they ending it, Well, probably because the next chapter of the story is going to be happening. So just wanted to get on here for a little bit, talk with you guys, hang out with you guys. Go over some of the Comic-Con news. Not really a lot to talk about with Comic-Con. Daryl Dixon ending season 4. No Rick news. Really not a lot to talk about with it, to be fair. I definitely think that there's something in the works with Andrew Lincoln and Rick for sure. I think it'll probably be announced next Comic-Con. Because I'm telling you guys, there's no way Andrew Lincoln News would have tweeted that. There's no way they would have tweeted that if there was nothing happening. Obviously, things changed. There could have been something happen, Maybe they delayed it for a year. Maybe it was initially, maybe they were planning on doing something this year. Like The Ones Who Live, look what happened with that. It got announced in 2022 to be releasing in 2023, and it actually didn't release till 2024, right? So maybe that's a similar situation. Maybe they were like, hey, let's announce something this Comic-Con, let's have some stuff filmed, let's shoot some promo shots, let's do that, the return of Rick Grimes again, blah, 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 let's do that. And then Andrew Lincoln was like, I have some other stuff I need to do, let's do it in a year, let's do it next year. And they're like, all right, bet, So, we'll just wait and see, man. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here for a little bit. Zach Dixon, what up, bro? Yeah, that would be interesting. I think that's kind of like the main question, right? Every time there's a Comic-Con, every time there's a San Diego Comic-Con and there's not really an announcement, but there's like, or like the announcement is the end of something, it always kind of makes me feel like, huh, you know, what's going on, right? Yo, Gavin, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? I'm not going to be live too long, guys. So if you guys have any questions, you guys want to talk about anything, it's best to let me know right now. I'll probably only be live for 20 or 30 minutes. So just let me know whatever you guys want to talk about. But I was saying, you know, anytime there's an announcement at a Comic-Con that something is ending, you know, it always makes me feel like, huh, you know, what's the next steps, right? And it's like, well, what if the end of the universe is actually happening, right? Like, what if the end of The Walking Dead is actually here, you know, after all these years? You know, it's been around for like, what, 15 years? So, I mean, it could actually be ending, but we don't really know. But it would be sad, I think. I would be sad. But we'll see, guys. It was a pretty interesting Comic-Con. Daryl Dixon season 3. If you guys want to know my thoughts on that, I think it looks pretty. I like it. I would not be against a season 12 of The Walking Dead. I've said that for a very long time. I would like a season 12. It'd be fun. Like maybe 10, 12 episodes, you know. I mean, screw it. Do 16. I don't care. That's kind of my question, like my thought, you know, is like, what is going to be the next step, right? Like, what is the next thing? Is the Walking Dead universe ending? Is it not ending? You know, I mean, Scott Gimple has made comments before saying that, you know, he wants to have the Walking Dead go to 2045, you know, and stuff like that. So, I mean, I don't think the Walking Dead is ending, but what if, like, the Walking Dead as we know it is ending? You get what I'm saying? What if, like, you know, the Walking Dead as we know it is ending, like I just said? I mean, what if that's the case, right? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, I just don't know. 13 episodes, yeah. I agree. 13 episodes is definitely fair. I miss Shane. Those were just special times. There'll always be special times, bro. Like, I remember I was 12 years old whenever I was watching that, and life was kind of falling apart for me. I was not in a good spot, and it was just special to be able to watch that, you know? Those were good times. I missed the season like 4 days too. Like, I would wake up at like 3 or 4 in the morning because that's when the episode got released on Amazon, because I hated commercials. So I would just stay off Twitter, stay off the internet, stay off YouTube until the next day. And then early Monday morning, I would get up and I would buy the episode on Amazon. Yeah, pop a bag of popcorn and grab a Diet Pepsi and just like go upstairs, put my headphones on my PlayStation, and I would watch like on Amazon and watch The Walking Dead season 4. Those were like the days, man. It's funny how my dad was actually the one that got me into The Walking Dead. Like, he got me into it, and then I kind of fell out of it because life was really crazy, and I had a lot of weird things happen to me, like personal stuff that I had to like deal with. I was like really young, and I was just like going through some hard times. And my dad called me. It was funny. Like, he said, "Hey, have you been watching that show, The Walking Dead, that I told you about?" I was like, "Oh yeah, nah, dude." I was like, "Is the new season out?" And he was like, "Yeah, they're at the mid-season part now." He was like, "Something crazy happened. Someone died. A big character died." And I was like, "Really? No way." And that was the Herschel death, you know? Those were just good times, bro. Life was good. Life still is good, but it's like entertainment wise, in the entertainment industry, I think things are really falling apart. Yeah, the Walking Dead, I think, changed a lot of people's lives, bro. Yo, what's up, bro? Hope you're doing good. It was a good show. It was special times, bro. It was fun. It was good. And the way I look at the spinoffs, it's like I was telling my grandma this the other day, bro. Like, if there's 6 episodes a year of The Walking Dead, like, is it really that big of a deal? Like, is it really that big of an issue? I mean, I don't think so. A lot of people hate on it, but really, I'm not against that. I'm not against that. See Rick's brother? No. I don't think we'll see Rick's brother in season 3. HBO to remake The Walking Dead? Yeah, it'll never happen. I promise. It'd be cool, but I promise you it'll never happen ever. But it would be interesting. But I don't think it'll ever happen. I'd be really surprised. Oh my gosh, this dog won't shut up. But yeah, should be some interesting stuff, man. Season 4, Daryl Dixon ending. We'll have to see. Season 4 is the final season. Are we gonna get the Daryl and Rick reunion there, or I don't know. Because Norman Reedus did say Daryl's journey is far from over, right? Andrew Lincoln said the same thing back at Comic-Con 2018. So, well, the main reason why The Walking Dead would never get remade, obviously you have like the licensing issues and stuff like that, but it's also the loyalty to AMC as well. Like, it would just never happen. Also, The Walking Dead broke so many records on AMC, and it's widely regarded as one of the best shows ever. I mean, it has really good reviews overall. I think it has like an 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb, which is fairly high. And obviously, the first 6 seasons were a lot higher than that. I think it was like a 9 out of 10 or something, the first 6 seasons overall. So if you just look at it from that standpoint, since the Walking Dead was considered a powerhouse juggernaut of a show, it'll never be remade by anyone else, I don't think. It was a special time. And like I said, I don't mind the spinoffs. I don't mind what's happened. A lot of people mind it. I don't, right? Like 6 episodes of Walking Dead, 12 episodes of Walking Dead every year. Not that big of a deal to me. I mean, I do think the end is nearing, for sure. I think that's interesting to think about, right? Like, oh, wow, the end actually might be near. Daryl's aura is max facts. 100%. I hate to cut this short, guys, but I have to. This was just a short little live stream. I don't even think I'm going to leave this one uploaded or uploaded on the channel. I enjoyed the Daryl Dixon spinoff. Me too, bro. It's great times. That's what I'm saying. Daryl Dixon's a great show. Like, it really is. Maybe not great, but it's really good. It's like a 8 out of 10. It's a solid 8 to me. Very immersive. Feels like The Walking Dead still. Has good story. Pretty solid characters overall. Carol's back in there. The Ash dude is sick. He's a cool ass character. It's a good show. But I hate to cut the short, guys, but I'm sick today. I'm not feeling good. Dead City's ass. Daryl Dixon's better. I agree. The Ones Who Live is the best. Daryl Dixon's second best, and Dead City is like not even better than Fear. Low key. I honestly think Fear the Walking Dead is better than Dead City. Is that crazy? Like overall, I'd rather get into Fear the Walking Dead than Dead City. More characters. Like, at this point, I'd rather watch Morgan and Dwight. Honestly. Straight up. Fear gets carried by Morgan? Yeah. I only watched one season of Fear. Never watched it again. But I don't even think I've seen a full season of Dead City. I mean, I watched the first season, and you know what's weird? I thought Dead City would be the best spinoff. When they all first announced him, like, I was like, Daryl's going to be in France. What the heck is that about? That's going to be cringe. And then when I heard that Dead City was going to be in New York, I was like, oh, that's so sick. That's going to be awesome. Right? Like, I was like, that's going to be insane. And Dead City is actually terrible to me. It's ass. I was like, oh, Maggie and Negan, this is going to be awesome. Negan's going to carry. Not even Negan can make that show really that much better, dude. It's just a bad idea. And Dead City got renewed for another season, so it's just like, yikes. Yeah, I was disappointed, bro. That shit's disappointment. Dead City's a disappointment, but I gotta run, guys. I'm sick. I'm not feeling good today. So I'm gonna go take some medicine and relax, chill out, and enjoy the rest of my day. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all. Thank you guys for stopping by. I'll see you guys again soon.